The small studios Arbo Animation have pretty decent presentations in their short repertoire. Nothing outstanding to be frank, but decent enough. However, when you add an Evangelion voice to your cast, you know that I'm going to take a close look at it. And that is the case with this title. As for the voice of our beloved Rei Ayanami, Megumi Hayashibara gives life to the main character of the show, Irina Luminous. And yes, that was the whole reason why I was looking forward for this title. The whole premise of the story looked like something over the top. Imagine my surprise when I saw the whole show to discover that there is more to this story than a, cheesy space vampire one. In this world, two big superpowers are in the midst of the space race, very similar to a real world. On one side, those burger eaters of the United Kingdom of Arnak, and in the other, the workers' utopia Federal Republic of Sirnitra. The Republic has made strides on the space race as they were able to send a dog to space, beating the kingdom, and now they prepare to send a human returning safely to Earth. However, they are not willing to risk any of their new men in a high-risk mission yet, as they have the opportunity to experiment with a vampire, more similar to human anatomy. Of course, all of this is a secret. Vampires are considered less than human, even less than animals, thus expendable creatures that the government can use for any shady stuff. Lev Levs, a cosmonaut candidate, was punished for misbehavior and pulled out of the program to train the vampire Irina Luminous, as a subject for the experiment known as Operation Nosferatu. Irina and Lev are very different and being brainwashed on many of the negative aspects of the other species. However, they share a dream, the one of going to space. Lev is portrayed by Kuoki Uchiyama, who had a busy fall season as he is also the main character of Talk OP Destiny. His performance was pretty decent. Lev is not a complex character, but one that is easygoing and positive. He tries to understand Irina and opens up to her, tries to help her to face and fight her fears and enjoy the little things in life. Irina, on the other hand, is deeper. Megumi Hayashibara had once again a brilliant performance giving voice to the obscure and mysterious character. The cosmonaut trainee doesn't only have to subject herself to a very intense training, but also have to fight against discrimination, and also her inner demons, remnants of a dark and tragic past. The interaction between both characters runs smoothly, and the main plot centers on the development of their relationship. And of course, this is a vampire story, and as one, you know that when the victim is eager to be beaten by the vampire, there will be sparks. The show does build up to that. Does it get there? Well, you should watch it to find out. Anya is the big supporting character. She's the third wheel of this car, she's Irina's physician, and in charge of studying her physical evolution. Of course, Irina being a vampire triggers her scientific curiosity, and is fascinated by her. She never gets bored when she's in the screen. Animation is alright. I didn't find anything that pulled me out of the story across its 12 episodes. It looked like any other decent enough animation for 2021. There is some CG, but it's carefully used and can barely be noticed on the screen. Sometimes, however, there is rough drawing around the edges of some of the characters. That has become very popular in recent anime. It looks good. I cannot say the same about the colors. It felt weird to me. It's not bright nor dark. It seems that there is a dim contrast that is easy to the eyes, but sometimes boring. Perhaps they were trying to bring us to that time in the Soviet Union, as for the show does have a ton of references for the Cold War. The OST is fantastic, and it should be, because Idolish 7, Takatoshi Hamano, was the sound director. This added to very strong OP and ED. Even though they are not right up my alley on how it was presented, the songs themselves are outstanding. The OP tells us about Irina's struggle and dream to reach the stars, without forgetting her beloved. The ED focuses more on Irina's love for Lev, a beautiful heartwarming song that summarizes her story. Irina the Vampire Cosmonaut is a big surprise for this fall season, with a strong and coherent story. It takes its time to develop the characters and the relationship. Its main weakness is the color palette and a world that seems small and empty. This is due to the lack of supporting characters and a strong villain or anti-hero. As a vampire story is a bit lacking, but as a human story is one of the best, if not the best, of this fall season. And for that reason, for me, it's an 8 out of 10. A big surprise indeed. And to be frank, I was looking ways to take out points in my rating, but there is no other weaknesses in my opinion than those are already summarized. So, tell me, did you like Vampire Raya Yanami? Or you are just going to take a pass on it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. Like the video if you did, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, join the Discord for free, the link is in the description section down below, and as always I wish you all a wonderful day.